Hey, what is up, guys? This is Josh the Gamer here, coming at you with a brand new video. So today we are going to be continuing on our Quorum game programming tutorials, and in this tutorial we are going to be learning about how you move images on the screen using the update action. Now, so far, we have not used the update action whatsoever. We have only used the main action for the start game action. We've used the create game action for, loading our images, our shapes, our image sheets, stuff like that. However, we haven't necessarily used the update action yet. Now, before we start the tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and turn off image sheets because I don't need to use image sheets right now. Okay? Alright, so now that I have image sheets disabled, it won't try to build an image sheet for me. Let's actually get started, shall we? So, we're going to use this bunny.png for this one, simply because it's smaller. So first off, we need to create our object of our drawable. So drawable bunny, we're going to just call it bunny. We're going to say bunny : load. I'm going to use text file path. So assets slash bunny.png, and then we want to add the bunny to the screen. Nothing we haven't done before. Now, inside of our update action, we need to do a bit of math. So in order to move this image on the screen, we need to do some math. We pretty much need to do, so when we want to move it horizontally, we need to use the formula. We need to use the current x plus or minus the speed times seconds. Now, what is seconds? Well, seconds is our number parameter inside of our update action. So let's go ahead and make a comment of that for that formula. So formula equals x plus or minus speed times seconds. Now, and also that also applies to up and down. However, instead of x, it'd be the y value. So let's go ahead and actually get started with this. So let's say we want to move the image to the left of to the right of the screen. We can actually do that. So let's go ahead and do a number. We're going to call it new x. We're going to set it equal to bunny : get x plus, we're going to say a speed of 5 times seconds. Alright, so now that we have that set up, every single time that this update action gets called, which is every frame, this new x variable will be assigned a new value. Next, we want to set the x value. So let's go ahead and do a bunny set x new x, and we're just going to say bunny set y 0 for safe measure. Now, the set X sets the X position, set Y sets the Y position, self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and save that and run it. Now, of course, as you can see, very, very slowly, the image is actually moving. So let's actually set this to a higher speed so we can actually see it moving. So let's go ahead and do a speed of 10, run it, and then hopefully it should see a larger margin of speed. Looks a little bit faster, but we wanted to actually, move even faster than that. So let's just make it a speed of 20. Go ahead and save it and run it. Now it's really picking up speed. As you can see, it's moving. It's actually moving across the screen. Why? Because every single time that update action is being called, it's being set to a new value of X. So therefore every frame the X value gets set again constantly, causing the image to have that illusion of moving. Now I'm just going to go ahead and set that to a value of 40. And so that's that. Now let's get rid of the set Y, because what we want to do now is let's actually try to move it horizontal. Let's try to make it move diagonally from 0, 0 upward. So let's go ahead and do a number, new Y. We're going to set that equal to bunny, get Y plus 40 times seconds. And then now we need to do a bunny, set Y, new Y. Now that should theoretically make it go diagonal. It makes it go up and towards the left. And there it goes. It's moving up diagonally, just like we wanted it to. And I don't know about you guys, but that is pretty damn cool. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to demonstrate how you move it to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and comment out this other code. And we're going to go ahead and inside of our create game action, we're just going to go ahead and set the position of the bunny to, let's see, set position. We want to set it to a, let's say, 300, 0. Alright. So that sets the position. So now we use that same formula, except instead of plus, we do minus. So number new X equals bunny, get X minus 40 times seconds. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that can be easily made here is you can think that, oh, since the plus is inverted from a plus to a minus, then the multiplication should be inverse to division. However, that's not the case. Only the plus needs to be turned into a minus, or the minus needs to be turned into a plus. So, just so you guys know, that's how that works. Anyway, now that we have that new X value made, we need to do a bunny set X, new X, and then a bunny set Y 0, just for safe measure. Alright, save it, run it. We shouldn't have any errors. Excuse me, I have a stuffy nose. Okay, there we go. As you can see, it's now moving towards the left of the screen. Now, another thing that I want to try out with you guys is moving towards the left and up. So, let's go ahead and actually uncomment this code. The code for the Y that we did for the moving towards the right and up is pretty much the same. You have to move it up either way. So let's go ahead and save it and run it. And as you can see now, it's moving diagonal leftward towards the left and up. Pretty cool, right? Well, let's go ahead and actually do a show what it looks like for it to move downward. Alright, so let's go ahead and just get rid of set position. Actually, no, we need to do a bunny set position. Let's say 0 and then 200 or a 150. No, let's go with 200 because yeah, that's safer. Anyway, now what we need to do here is I'm actually just going to get rid of all this. Now, what we need to do here is since we want to move it down and towards the right, we need to do a number new x equals bunny get x plus, we're going to say 50 this time around, times seconds, and the number new y equals bunny get y minus 50 times seconds. Now what this does is it will say, okay, we want to move the player to the left and down. So now we can go ahead and do a bunny set position new x new y. Alright, let's go ahead and save that and run it. Excuse me, guys. I'm kind of recovering from a little bit of a stuffy nose. Now, as you can see, there we go. It's actually moving down and towards the right. Now, the last thing that I want to show you guys is moving towards the left and down. So, all we need to do is inside of our new x, we change that plus to a minus. Save it, run it. Now, as you can see, we are moving from the left. We're moving towards the left and downward. However, let's go ahead and change the position to 200, 200. Save it, run it. And as you can see now, we're moving towards the left and down. A very useful concept, if you ask me. Now this logic, this same exact logic, is what we're going to be using when we start learning keyboard input using input polling. And you will learn what input polling is in a later tutorial, but for right now, all you need to know is this is how you move an image on the screen using the update action. That'll do it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next one.